My people, listen. Nigeria is entering a very dangerous phase. And if anybody still thinks insecurity is far away, the latest incident should shake you to your core. Because if 6 senior directors in the Federal Ministry of Defense, the very people responsible for policy, strategy, and national security, can be kidnapped on a major highway like common citizens, then who exactly is safe? As we say in Nigeria, it go reach everybody. Everybody go collect. This thing has passed warning stage. The monsters the government created through negligence, impunity, corruption, and zero political will are now turning on the very system that bred them. And the bitter truth is this: nobody stays in power forever, and no one escapes the consequences. So my advice to every Nigerian watching this right now is, first of all, you have to, as a matter of importance and urgency, prioritize your security. Reduce unnecessary road travels and move smart and move cautiously. Because what we are about to discuss is not just another news headline. It's a direct signal that Nigeria is slipping into full systemic collapse of security. Before we go into the full details, as usual, do well to like, subscribe, share. If you're coming in for the first time, drop your thoughts in the comment section and be a part of our beautiful community. Now let's break down what exactly happened. What unfolded on the Lokoja highway in Kogi State was not a random attack. It was a targeted, coordinated, military-style operation that exposes both the vulnerability and the hypocrisy of the Nigerian state. According to credible reports, 6 senior directors of the Federal Ministry of Defense, Ngozi Beziako, C.A. Emeribe, C. Helen Ezako, C.A. Ladoye, J.A. Onwuzurike, and Catherine O. Essien were traveling from Lagos to Abuja for a promotion examination. Their convoy was intercepted. They were on a convoy. It was a convoy. And then they were intercepted by heavily armed men. No resistance, no escort strong enough, and no intelligence warning. Now the attackers abandoned their vehicles and marched them deep into the forest. The same forests the government keeps insisting they have under control. Isn't that funny? But then the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria confirmed the abduction and immediately raised alarm. They have now openly called on the federal government to stop pretending and start protecting civil servants whose jobs require constant travel. Now everybody's speaking out. Like I said in the beginning part of my video, this thing will reach everybody, including the people at the top. But here's the part that should trouble every Nigerian. Security agencies have launched a coordinated rescue operation. The same phrase we've heard for years with little or no results. So officials familiar with the terrain say the forests along that corridor have become perfect hideouts because of weak policing, local collaborators, corrupt community networks, and zero state presence. So this same Kabba-Lokoja axis has silently become one of the top kidnapping hotspots in the country. This kidnapping of top-ranking defense ministry officials is not an isolated case. It is part of a terrifying pattern. It's been happening. Maybe this generated more buzz because they are top-ranking defense ministry officials. It happens along that road and every other road in Nigeria all the time. So here's what's been happening in the Kogi axis. Travelers moving from Lagos to Abuja were attacked. That was around Ayere Kabba Road. Okay. So here's what's been happening in Kogi State. Along the Ayere Kabba Road, travelers moving from Lagos to Abuja were attacked. One person was even killed. Several others were abducted. This is the same road thousands use daily. We also had a youth protest in Kabba-Bunu. Early January 2025, a youth from Odoakbe community blocked the highway after 2 farmers were killed by suspected kidnappers. Like I said, it's always been a routine. At the time, they said enough is enough, but the killings, of course, continued. The government could not rein in these criminals. We also have a situation where the state government itself admitted that there are local collaborators. I'm talking about the Kogi State government, saying that there are local collaborators, people in Kabba-Bunu, Ijumu, and Yagba East, working hand in hand with kidnappers, providing logistics, intelligence, shelter, food, and escape routes. 26 suspects were eventually arrested in Bunu forests, yet the kidnappings have persisted. Along the Lokoja Obajana Mass Road in June of 2025, gunmen also attempted to kidnap 23 passengers. One person died and 6 persons unfortunately were injured. Police repelled the attack, but the fact that 23 people were almost taken away at once tells you the boldness of these criminals in the bush. Now, what can we say are the root causes of these menace or these incidences that we seem not to talk about as often as we should? We have to take into consideration the bad roads. The bad roads are feeding insecurity in Nigeria. The Kabba-Bunu is Sanlu-Egbe highway linking Kwara State, according to eyewitnesses, is in a terrible state. Bandits exploit bad portions, narrow turnings, slow-moving vehicles, abandoned bushy areas, and all of that. And the politicians, for some reason, they have continued to pretend about this. State budgets say security votes, but on the ground, insecurity is expanding. So collaboration between kidnappers and locals is quite deep. It's just about the same problem you face in some parts of the country that battle kidnappings and criminality. You always have the locals who aid them in achieving their aim. So this is a full-blown criminal economy in Kogi State. This is no longer farmers. This is no longer students, travelers, villagers, NYSC members. It is now the Federal Ministry of Defense itself. So if those responsible for national security cannot secure themselves, what hope does the ordinary Nigerian have? What hope does the ordinary Nigerian have? The attackers are sending a message, and what it simply means is we can't touch anyone. We fear no government. We control the roads, because make it make sense that people that are meant to protect lives and properties are kidnapped, have been kidnapped, and they're yet to be rescued. And guess what? To even make matters worse, the kidnappers are asking for a whopping 150 million naira. Can you beat that? Nigeria is such a crime scene. So this is an attack on the authority of the Nigerian state. And the silence from the Ministry of Defense is even more frightening. Nigeria is, for a lot of people, collapsing in slow motion. We are watching it with our own eyes. If high-ranking defense officials can be whisked away like chickens on a federal road, then insecurity has officially grown beyond banditry. It has become a parallel system. It go reach everybody. Like I said, everybody go collect them. We warned them. They ignored it. Now the system they refused to fix is turning around to attack them. I don't know if you saw the security advisory issued by NYSC. Another thing I need to say before I end this video, if you have any of your loved ones going for NYSC, you need to put them in your prayers and explore every security measure that in order for them to get to camp, come back, and get deployed to their primary place of assignment. It is important. The security advisory is basically telling potential NYSC members that they can be kidnapped. And if they are kidnapped, these and these are what you need to do. The level of audacity, the level of impunity, that is what we have descended to in Nigeria. But I'd like to know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this story is still developing. And as always, I will keep you fully updated. See you on the next one.